Buongiorno a tutti, sono Arber Marra, sono il tutor del laboratorio video per il design e l'architettura. Insieme vedremo alcuni dei strumenti e delle tecniche per la videoripresa.
To become a filmmaker, you need to have a solid understanding of your tools. When you have this, you can unleash your creativity. DSLRs and mirrorless cameras have evolved from their still capturing purpose. Now, they are used to make films, TV, independent projects, and other. With their interchangeable lenses, we have been given access to lots of looks and tools and settings that were previously available only for high-end cinema projects. Action cameras, which are small and can be used to capture images in an unobtrusive way, featured usually in action sport like skydiving, skiing, surfing. They can be attached to vehicles or helmets just to have an extra angle. Mobile phones have become better with every generation. They are becoming legitimate tools for filmmakers, giving you the example of Tangerine or High Fly Bird movies that were filmed entirely with an iPhone. Drones are the ultimate trend of video making. They can make it possible to get the camera in amazing places. They can make incredible dolly shots or crane shots. Of course, they have to be used with caution, because it can be dangerous. Handcam went out of fashion for a while and now it's back. It's a great tool with very good features, mostly used for vlogging. Then there are also the high-end cameras, but we're not talking about them in this lesson. What makes a great shot? How to stand out over others? The subject matter is incredibly important, but to make a pleasing image, we have to look on how we construct that image in the frame. There are many rules in filming, like the rule of thirds, golden ratio, leading lines, framing the subject, shallow depth of field. It's important to understand them and to know when to break them. Once we know how to organize the subject matter in the frame, we have to think about the different types of shots we have to use and how they can help us with our storytelling. In doing so, the lens selection is key. Using different lenses has a really profound impact on both subject and background. Here are some examples. By using a long lens, we pull the background closer to the subject. Lenses and lens choices are so important. Our choice of lens will also affect how a person's face will appear. Here are some examples. It's important to learn how to use the movement, when to use it, why to use it, or even should we use it? The simplest way to shoot is handheld. It is not the most recommended way of shooting. It is usually used when there is something moving and you want to get that really nice organic feel. A tripod combined with a fluid head is your best friend in video shooting. It allows you to make smooth tilt and shift movements. Here a quick tip. Hit record. Hold that static shot for about 10 seconds, then move about 3 seconds, depending on what is going on in the frame. and then get to the end point. Hold another 10 seconds. This will give you 3 shots for your edit: the static at the beginning, the movement, and your static in the end. Give yourself options. Sliders are really common in people's videos. You see them a lot where they add a little bit of production value to the shots. Even unmotivated slider shots can enliven something that is quite dull. The key thing when using them is that you need something in the foreground to give a sense of depth and perspective. Jib is another tool that helps to create movement. It consists in a long arm that keeps in balance the camera through a counterweight. They are a nice tool to get that cinematic establishing shot. Handheld gimbal, there are lots out there. Small ones, big ones, expensive. For mobile devices, for DSLRs or cinematic cameras, they work well when it comes to moving around with your camera, giving some nice and smooth footage. All those pieces of gear must be used in moderation. Don't overuse your gear. Find the right shots you want to do to tell your story, then choose the right gear. Never be led by the gear. Post-production is where a lot of the magic of filmmaking happens. Knowing how to edit will increase your shooting ability, because it's then, when you put everything together, that you understand what you have done wrong.